All right, good evening and welcome to the Night of Champions. Appreciate everybody coming out. While we're getting this welcome kicked off, I'm going to have the pyro crew come on down, and they're going to talk here in just a little bit. Couple of things. I am Travis Graber, your new assistant principal and athletic director. This is going to take a little get some used to. Mr. McIntosh is the middle school assistant principal and athletic director. Our new high school principal could not make it tonight. She's packing up her son to send him off to college. But we do have our new middle school principal, Mr. Kucher. He would like to wave. He's sitting in the audience today as a parent. So welcome. Some other people we'd like to thank are the Booster Club for providing the water, some snacks, those kind of things. We encourage all of you to sign up with the Booster Club. Okay? It's a great organization, opportunity, and they give a lot to our athletic and activity programs. We'd also like to thank Poppy Tees. They're open right underneath over here with some of the athletic and Wamego swag. Check them out. We'd like to thank our custodial staff and facilities people for getting this thing cleaned and set up for us. And special shout out to Jared Brazel, our IT. He came in and worked his magic. Our live link was not working, and in the last 2 minutes he got it up and going. So thanks, Jared. And then last but not least, we have put out our BSN district store. That's out there. Check that out. That has additional Wamego swag. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Chris and the pyro crew.
Thank you, Mr. Graber. How's everyone tonight? Yes, that is overwhelming. We got filtered sunshine, keep us comfortable, and it's good to see all of you. We're here tonight. We asked for an opportunity to come out and thank you. We wanted to thank the Raider Nation, all of the parents, educators, coaches, and volunteers who helped make Boontown possible this year. So if you participated in any way, volunteering for any part of Boontown, please stand up. Parents, students, stand up. There were a lot of you. Scott, why are you sitting down? can't hide in the crowd. You know, this event is volunteer, and it means an awful lot to see you put effort in and contribute and truly be a part of Boomtown. And we hope that you take pride in that. I'll tell you that some of us are not as physically fit as others, getting a little soft in the middle. After putting about 20 hours in on the 4th of July, we get to get up on the 5th and clean up our facilities and get them back in order and get our town shining once again after all the visitors that we have here. And so I'll tell you, my legs are burning. My spirit wants to go back to bed a little bit. And we're out there working away, trying to make sure things are safe and make sure we get things put back in good shape for our community. And I can't tell you what an uplifting experience is when all of you start flooding out. Raider Nation, one and all, shows up and does the part. And all the work that it takes, it's just so uplifting. So we truly want to thank you. We want to thank your leaders and thank you for your investment and time in your community. Boomtown does not happen with you and all of the volunteers working together. We wish you all the best this season. Push one another, hold each other accountable, do your best, be a great team, and Raider Nation's going to have a great year. Thank you again.
By now, you've probably seen the One Wamigo, you've heard the One Wamigo. And so it starts with our student athletes and our students of the school. So if you are a middle school student, if you are a high school student, please stand. Everybody, stand up. So this is why we're here. Hey, you guys can sit down, thank you. Sometimes we tend to forget why we're here. We wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here without those guys. So we want to really concentrate on the concept of one. The parents, the community, obviously the students and our coaches who volunteer a lot of their time, get paid very little to work with those students. And so we're really going to harp on the One Wamigo because we all know that we can accomplish a whole lot more together than we could if we were separated. One of the things that we've talked a lot about is servant leadership. And one of the things Chris mentioned was our students going and helping after the 4th of July, helping pick up. And I think it gave them a new appreciation for everything that goes on down there. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of dedication. And whether it's a big thing like that, picking up trash around the town, school, whether it's going out and supporting Mrs. Topliff in the play, whether it's supporting different athletic teams, that's the type of people we want in our community. It's the type of people that we want our kids to be. And so this year, you're really going to hear a lot of that. And so One Wamigo, all of us together can do a whole lot more than if we were just by ourselves.
Part of our vision with the One Wamigo is collectively we will enhance the student-athlete experience in order for them to become a well-rounded, character-driven individual. And you heard Coach Mack say servant leadership. And we talked as a high school coaches staff the other day, on Thursday. We are champions of character through servant leadership. That is one of the things we're going to focus on. That opportunity to give back. That's where that championship, those champions come from. Our mission is to create a positive culture that energizes and encourages, fosters connected relationships, unity, and empower student athletes to reach their maximum potential academically, athletically, mentally, and socially. That is all part of our athletic strategic plan. And we're going to go through some parts of that strategic plan. And the strategic plan was organized and created through the leadership last year with some of the coaches, some board members that created that driven purpose idea.
So behind every vision and mission, you have to have a plan and how you're going to get there. And so the strategic priorities is kind of a step-by-step way to get there and to achieve the goals that we want to. And so if you've downloaded the QR code, I'm going to go through, just highlight a couple of these, okay, or the 6. But the first one is live our mission and vision. And that's the important part. All of us, parents, players, coaches, admin, living that every day. You don't get things accomplished if you do it every once in a while. And so it takes all of us doing that every single day, being consistent in our actions and our words. So we want to live our mission and vision. We want to create a positive culture that fosters connected relationships, because we all know the stronger the relationship, the more things you can accomplish. There's trust, there's loyalty, there's commitment. Support student athletes' success and well-being. We're all here for one reason, like I said before. We all want to see these guys achieve their absolute best. Win championships, right? When we play to win. And we want to make sure that we are at the top of the NCKO. We are at the top of the state, going to state, and we had a very successful year last year. The majority of our teams made state appearances. Provide professional development, instill unity among the coaching staff. And that's one of the things that we're really going to focus on, is connecting all of these guys, becoming a better unit together with all of our coaching staff. And we've got plans in place to do that. And then finally, the community support and championship environment. We're very blessed to have the facilities that we do. But if we just say we have the best facilities and we don't look down the road and try to keep getting them better, one day we're going to look back and say what happened. So we want to be visionaries. And then the support of the community. I've been in a lot of different places, and this is the most passionate place I've ever been. With the most passionate parents and the most passionate community. And I'm extremely grateful for that.
Another big key thing is the communication. Where there's lack of communication, negativity will fill. We're going to communicate. We're going to be open, transparent. We're going to work on things that maybe lacked, for a better term. Okay? We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to be open. We're going to have opportunities to sit down with you, the parents, the community, the students, and so forth. Okay? Communication's going to be key. With that, transparency, honesty, being consistent, and not being afraid to confront issues will build that trust. Coach, player, and parent partnerships. This partnership will guide conversations if questions or problems arise. First step, players are encouraged to go talk to their coach if they have any concerns. Second step, player and parent will set up a meeting with the head coach. And if that doesn't work, third step, player and parent will request a meeting with the AD and coach. And we'll follow that. Okay? We want to instill and empower our student athletes. you got a question, go talk to your coach. We may not like what they say, but we're there to help and to help better you.
So we believe that if we can do all of these things, the results will take care of themselves. If we can live the vision and mission consistently, remind each other, hold each other accountable, then great things will happen here. Do we think it's going to be easy? Absolutely not. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be bumps in the road. But if we stick together, we keep taking that step forward, okay, everything will do just fine. And the last thing, when you work through things and it's difficult, it's a whole lot more rewarding. There's a lot of talk about fun, but to me it's more joy. The things that really last. Fun to me is momentarily, and joy lasts forever. And so that's the things that we want to build in your children.
For our student athletes, we want you guys to be visible. You heard Coach Mack talk about going and supporting each program, not just athletics, but the activities, going to plays, the band concerts. Okay, without band, Friday nights are kind of low. Going and supporting those other pieces. Parents are an integral part of building a positive culture within our athletic department. The support, love, and encouragement of a parent is the foundation for a successful student athlete. Okay? Tell your kid you love them, you're proud of them. I enjoy watching you participate. I enjoy watching you play. Love them up. Community. In Wamego, we are one family. Our bond envelops our student athletes, coaches, parents, staff, donors, and the community. This is a tremendous, awesome community. And the Pyro crew talked about it. We sent out an email to our coaches and said, hey, let's get some kids together. I was hoping for 25, maybe 50 kids. We showed up. There were 150 kids, coaches, some parents, and that was awesome. That's one weekend. Okay, couple of update things. And if you have the QR code, you'll be able to read along this. We emailed this out. If you don't have access to it, we'll re-email it to you. A couple of things. This year, Keisha has put in place an ejection policy. This was adopted in June of 2021. Okay? What it says, any participant includes player, coach, and spectator who is ejected for making contact with an official or is who ejected for unsporting behavior directed towards an official or other player or coach shall be subject to a non-appealable suspension for the next contest. Okay? They had some issues last year, not here, not in this area of the state, where officials were being targeted by players, coaches chasing them after contests, fans chasing them, and Keisha said, we're not doing it, okay? And it's not just at this level, okay? If you've gone to some major sporting events, like the Gold Cup, that was in Kansas City earlier in July, they make that same statement. Okay? So that will be something that it was adopted and is ruled. Okay? All right, the big one, and it's always here. What we're asking, no matter what side you're on, we keep the focus of these kids, and that is the COVID. We know it's not going anywhere, and each of us has our own opinions. Keisha is not stepping in. It's local control. So we go on the road, whatever that county, that district, whatever they have in place, we got to follow. Okay? The NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, made a federal law. Masks are required on school buses. Okay? So when we go on the road, on the bus, our student athletes, pep bus, band, whoever, anybody on the bus will be required to wear that mask. Okay? Based on our meeting last week with Pot County, close contact quarantine rules. If a student or adult is vaccinated, no symptoms, there's not a quarantine. Proof of a positive test in the last 6 months, no symptoms, no quarantine. Mask and barrier, or barrier and 3 feet, no quarantine. Okay, and that's from our county health officials. Is that subject to change? Absolutely. Okay. Whatever rolls out, what we talked about as coaches on Thursday, we're going to control what we can control. We're going to roll our sleeves up, we're going to go to work, and we're going to prep these kids to be the best leaders that we can. Okay? I know there's frustrations, but it is what it is, and it's where we're at. We don't have to like, we don't have to agree, no matter what side you're on. But let's roll our sleeves up. Let's come together, one Wamego, and let's be champions. Additional items. We are looking at a digital ticketing system. So there is potential that we will move into a digital ticket process. We will still have a cash box, but we're going to look at that digital option. Social media. At WHS Athletics, OF1 is the high school Twitter account, athletic and activity. At WMS Red Raiders is the middle school office AD account. Okay? Follow those. We'll send updates. Our principal has a Facebook. Go follow that with WHS Principal.
Just a couple links to help you out, and then we'll close up here. We'll let the fall sports go with the coaches. But there are some helpful links if you haven't gotten your paperwork in yet. For middle school, don't forget there's a $25 participation fee. High school, $35. So make sure you get those in. The bottom part, for those of you that are new, the Our School app is great. Sign up for it, and you can see when the schedule is for both middle school, high school, and any changes that happen, you'll get a text if you sign up for that. Dr. Wolf?
Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Wolf, and Laura Vincent is our trainer, has been the last couple years. So we're going to continue that volunteer service to you all and your athletes at all the home football games. We're going to try and make one volleyball match, tennis match or tournament, and then the cross-country meet. And then we have basketball games that I or the trainer can make. We'll have softball, baseball home game, and the track meet. And then throughout the year, we'll offer a clinic. It's on Monday nights. Well, it's right after school. 3:30 to 5 has been the usual time. And they just have to sign up in the office, high school office, and then they'll go down to the training room by the gym, the lower gym. There is a consent to treat form. I believe they'll send out by email or a link. If that's signed, then we can go ahead and just see your student athlete whenever there's an injury. Anytime we see injury at an event, you can still go back to your primary care physician, but we could see them in the training room if we feel we can handle it there. But we can start a physical therapy program if we feel it's necessary. So, thanks.
All right, we'll finish up here. Thank you for coming. Let's have a great year. We're going to split up into fall sports. So football, high school football, you'll stay right here. Middle school football, other side in the bleachers. Middle school cross country will be right down here in the bleachers. Middle school volleyball will be in that end zone. Coach, where do you want to go? Volleyball, high school will be right here. Coach Miller. High school cross country in the end zone. You want the 50-yard line? Golf, high school golf, 50-yard line. Who else am I missing? Tennis. All right, there's right over here at the end of the bleachers for tennis. Thank you very much. Make sure you get some water and cookies.
started here, I'm going to be quick, but if you have any questions, you can stop me at any time. Okay? A couple of things that I have, notes that I have written here. If you don't have the remind code, please get the remind code from me today. Okay, I've been sending messages out. I sent a ton of messages out to everybody. So if you haven't got that yet, which I think most of you have, please come find me and I'll get that to you. Raider cards. If you have Raider cards, that money will be due by August 17th. August 17th is the second day of practice. We'll have a blitz day that night. So after practice, we'll end a little bit early. Then we'll go out and try to finish selling the cards, the remaining cards that we have. So that'll be due on August 17th. So if you have the money though right now and you don't want to have that with you, you can give that to me and I'll take it tonight. Boot camp, I got forms. If you don't have a form and you don't have a printer to print it off, I have the forms and you can take those with you tonight. Alright, that'll be tomorrow. We'll leave at 1 o'clock for the student parking lot. And that's an overnight deal. I sent out a packing list, pretty easy list. If you want me to send that out again tonight, I will. If you don't have that, if you don't have the remind code, you'll need to get that remind code from me. So if I do get a bunch of new people, then I'll send that back out to you guys. We've never done it before, but the last year has been kind of tough with not having masks, not being able to have team dinners. Because this is a rough year overall as far as like camaraderie. So we're going to do an overnight deal. I do want to add to that list though a water bottle. Bring a water bottle. I will have water, but you might need more water. So bring a water bottle. And then if you need a snack, we'll have some snacks there. But I always tell people if they need extra, bring extra. First day of practice, August 16th. We are going to do, it's not a 2-a-day, but we will have, in case it does allow you to have a walkthrough. So we don't have school that day, so we'll have a 7 a.m. walkthrough. Okay, I know a lot of people don't have all their gear because they missed some stuff in the summer. So we can get that gear at that time. We'll go through a couple things, we'll do a walkthrough, and then we'll actually have practice that day. Okay? That'll be the first day of practice, and that will be at 4 o'clock. Keeping it consistent. 4 o'clock start time. First day of practice. Second day of practice, same thing. Okay, so we'll start at 4 o'clock consistent. Mom's huddle. You guys, you don't know the Levi. If you're not on the Facebook group, if you don't have Facebook, I'm gonna have you get her number because she's been kind of helping with doing the mom's huddle, and I know a couple other moms are helping as well. But that's a good group of moms that help out a ton. And we have an event. It's on August 20th. And it's on that calendar that I sent out back in January. All right? I sent that calendar back in January. It's the same calendar. August 20th. Okay? It'll be immediately after practice. I anticipate around 6 o'clock. That's when that event will start. Okay? It'll be the same thing we've done. The kids will put the monster drills. And maybe we'll have watermelon ad. I have to decide on that. Okay? So we'll have a couple other different things that we do. We did trivia one year. We'll do a bunch of activities to kind of get involved with the ball. Let's see here. One more thing I'm going to be sending out. So this just came up yesterday. Driving home from Idaho on vacation, and a guy texted me and he said, "Hey, do you want an opportunity for a fundraiser that's $4,000 to $5,000? Yeah, sure. Putting in stands. There's like seats you can put in these stands. I've never done it before, but I've heard about it. It's at KU. They're going to pay us a little extra if we can do it. I am going to send out a feeler because that's August 21st. That's coming out soon. I'm going to send out a form. If you can help and volunteer, it's only 4 to 5 hours. It's in Lawrence. We need as many people as we can get. If we don't get very many people, we probably won't go. But we didn't have our fireworks stand this summer because we helped with the pyro crew. So we haven't had a big fundraiser, so this might cover that. It's 4 to 5 hours long, and for $4,000 to $5,000 for a fundraiser, that's a pretty good deal. So if we can get enough people to head out to Lawrence, I'll be sending details out, but I want to see who can actually go and do that. 9 a.m. is where they've given me a 9 a.m. start. They said 4 to 5 hours long. But they also said you need as many people as you can. Parents, kids. Not just kids. We need parents and kids. If you can make it, that would be huge. That's Lawrence at 9. Correct. Did you hear, Luke? You done it, so. Yeah. Drills and bits. I'll be sending that out. I'm going to send out a feeler to see who can be there. That's just that's to cover like our boot camp, to stay there overnight, that costs a lot of money. So just events throughout the year, and then we bought a sled with some of the fundraising money, that's a $1,000 sled up there. I mean, football's an expensive sport, and we have a lot of guys. In the past, we bought hoodies and sweatsuits for all the kids, for travel suits, because we do want to look presentable when we go out to games. So we want to do that again, and so we're trying to raise money for that. Let's get into, okay, so on the calendar, you'll see a jamboree. Okay, the jamboree did not happen last year. Okay, this year it's going to happen. It's at St. Mary's. We do not have a time for that start. I'm guessing it'll be 7 p.m., but I don't know that for certain. 7 p.m., and it's a 4-team jamboree between us, Topeka Hayden, Rock Creek, and St. Mary's. And that's just a simulated scrimmage. Everybody will travel to that, JV and varsity. All right, that brings me to a travel list. Throughout the school year, we will have a travel list for varsity and JV every week. Right, it changes. Hey, I can't tell you if your son will be JV or varsity unless they're senior, which means they'll be only varsity. I can't tell you, some weeks we have them go JV varsity, sometimes we have them go JV. Okay, but we'll be sending that out every week. We have a weekly eligibility thing, right? So if you're not eligible, you can't go to the game. Okay? Even if you're on the team still, which we don't kick you off if you're not ineligible. If you're ineligible, you can try to find your own travel there, but you're not going on the bus. So it's important to make sure your grades are up. Team meals. And I think Courtney, you and Kristen are going to kind of take that on and get people signed up for that. We didn't do team meals last year because of COVID. We're bringing them back. All right? As of right now. As of right now. So we have team meals every Thursday for our Friday game. And that will be immediately after practice. And we'll have sign-ups, probably a sign-up meeting sent out to remind for people to sign up for those meals. Physicals. Making sure I sent a reminder out about that. Making sure your physicals are all turned in. All right, making sure that if you cannot practice, you don't have your physicals. All the videos that are sent out, we'll be sending those out as well. You have to watch the heat, illness, and concussion. Every single year we got to do it. And all you got to do is watch the video. Watch the video and automatically put your name in there. Don't watch it more than once though. I know the secretaries were like, why is this person watching it? One time, that's it. Let's see here. Last thing, like further down the line, banquet organization. Okay, this past year was tough. We didn't really know what we could do it. We did it out here on the field. I'm going to kind of leave that up to junior parents. Junior parents every year will organize the banquet. Okay, and you can correspond with me. We'll try to figure things out. We've had it at the Catholic Church, and we've had it out on the field. So it's kind of up to you on that, on what we want to do. You guys have any questions on anything that you can think of? Jamboree's the 27th. It'll be that Friday. Friday before our first game. JV will be on Monday. But if you go to the calendar, you see all that. Okay? I put the calendar in, like I said, sit out in January. It has every game, JV and varsity. got any questions on anything? I do have those forms if you want the boot camp forms. So if you guys want to come down here and get those. It's over. I sent it up. And a lot of the stuff that I put out gets immediately put on Untitled. But I know that not everybody has Facebook. Is there anything else, like communication-wise, that you want me to put out, like on any social media? For mine, it's the easiest thing for me, even though it limits what I can put as far as like characters. So I can't like have a long paragraph. All right. 6 o'clock. I know people have been mad at me in the past if I went past 6. I told my coaches, you tell me when 6 o'clock. When we're running at the very end, we're usually trying to get our team period, and if I don't feel like it's going well, I feel like let's get some more rest. But I'll try to be good about that because I realize that we have freshman parents that are getting rides. So I'll be better about that. Every year I say that. This year will be different. These forms right here if you need it. And if you have any questions that you don't want to ask in front of people, I'll be up there. There you go. Thank you guys.